Good morning everyone. I am Shubham Pal and I am from NIT Trichy pursuing my masters in industrial metallurgy and doing my master's project in CSIR NML Jamshedpur. Basically, I am doing a project on the new product development which is bayonet formation in stainless steel, and our focus is to get the bayonet structure in stainless steel which has it been done in the past years. So introduction in stainless steel, we all know that most widely used in the family of steel in the world. Every utensils which we see around us is mostly made of stainless steel because of its unique property of not getting corrode. It's having the chromium, which is having high percentage itself make a layer over the steel, and which helps in to resist from corrosion. So that is basically the advantage which we get in stainless steel. And moreover, we have different kinds of stainless steel, which is martensitic stainless steel, austenitic stainless steel, duplex stainless steel, precipitation hardening stainless steel, and ferritic stainless steel. Apart from that, we wanted to have a bayonet structure in stainless steel, and for that we have started our research in the field of stainless steel. Like we know that in martensitic stainless steel there is a possibility of getting bayonet before the martensitic start temperature. So we started firstly getting the literatures from martensitic stainless steel. So for that, we got a number of literatures we reviewed, and we collected all the data set from those literatures of how the structure and properties are getting related. How, if there is any change in the microstructure, how it is getting, if, how it is affecting the mechanical properties of that grade of stainless steel. Then this is the data collection procedure which we did. We collected data from martensitic stainless steel, and since we wanted to have a bayonet structure, so for that we thought that bayonet steel literature papers would also help us to get the kinetics and the preparation method for bayonet in steels. So bayonet in steels formation has already been done. So our focus was to get the bayonet in stainless steel. So if you could understand how bayonet is forming in steel, and if you can understand how why it is not getting formed in stainless steel and what is the problem, then we can decide what to do and what to not. So for that we collected a good amount of research papers from martensitic stainless steels and bayonet steels, and we combining those research papers, we get the data set and how the structure property relation is getting affected and what is the problem. So what we found that in bayonet and stainless steel, the carbide precipitation is there, and if the carbide getting precipitated, it will take chromium with itself. The carbon which is left will get precipitated with the chromium, and if chromium is getting precipitated, then there is a chance of sensitization. So we will not get the adequate amount of chromium for the corrosion properties, which is the most important property of a stainless steel. So bayonet formation, we can't this can't happen in stainless steel because of this, as there is a chances of losing the uh, stainless steel most important property, which is corrosion resistance. So for that, this was the problem which we found. Also, so we had to put this carbon precipitation as far as possible, so that during the bayonet formation there is a very less chance of possibility of carbide. Also, what we thought that if carbide is getting precipitated, very less amount of carbide could precipitate inside the bayonet, which is the lower bayonet. So it can stabilize over there, so giving the adequate amount of hardness, not precipitating with the chromium, which will affect the corrosion property. So for that we need the parameters, we need to decide the parameters correctly for all the heat treatment and further processes. So for that, what we thought that we got all the details of the alloy, we got all the details of the alloys which is there in stainless steel, and basically the important ones were carbon, as usual carbon, iron will be there for steels, and then silicon, nickel, chromium, manganese, molybdenum, nitrogen, titanium, niobium, aluminum, phosphorus and sulfur. Silicon, as usual, silicon is one of the important alloys. Nickel and chromium is needed for stainless steel, it has to be there. So we decided this all parameters, and we designed around 700 compositions, and those phases of FCC, BCC, and most importantly the carbide phases was analyzed in the thermocalc software. Now the task was to get the bayonet structure, and for that we analyzed using the thermocalc software, and after that we got these graphs. We got to know that how at what temperature carbide is going to precipitate. It is precipitated at high temperature when the chromium percentage is increasing or decreasing, or if the carbon percentage is increasing, then we are getting more carbide. So this all graphs tell us about all the things, and then we decide our alloy designing, which is the carbide precipitation temperature and the martensitic start temperature. So martensitic start temperature and carbide precipitation temperature gives the adequate means space where the bayonet formation can take place, and we have to decide adequately that what temperature has to be there. So for that also we perform the graphs. This graphs told us that the third micro MSS equation is the best one, so we are going with the MS equation. Furthermore, for more we are going to do our experiments. Thank you.